What's going on, guys? This is Laura Kelley with Iconici MMA here at Ludwig Martial Arts with Chris Holdsworth. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good.
Good to hear.
So I have to say, since it's the grand opening, what do you think of the new facility here?
I think it's awesome. I thought it was just one room from seeing all the pictures, but now that I see two rooms, it's really cool. You know, I know Dwayne. He's really clean. Everything's it's got to be in order. Everything's got to be on point. So I'm really happy how this place came out. I think it's going to do great.
Are you going to be doing some training here? Or?
Yeah, I will. This coming week, we're here for the week. We're going to be training the whole week, and then I'm teaching a seminar actually Saturday here.
It's coming Saturday?
Yeah.
So that's January
17th? Yeah, so I'm going to do like a 3-hour seminar, jiu-jitsu for MMA. So some jiu-jitsu stuff that I like to do, and everyone will come down and get to learn something.
And I always am fascinated with how people got into MMA, and I know a little bit about your backstory on what got you into it. Would you mind sharing that with us a little bit?
Yeah, so what do you know?
I know it was about your brother, and I actually know I know the whole thing, but yeah.
Yeah, so my brother was into martial arts. My dad's into martial arts too. My brother was into American freestyle kickboxing when I was younger. Unfortunately, he was killed when I was 8 years old, and at his memorial service, he was promoted to a black belt by his sensei. And I just remember that day, me telling my mom that I wanted to do martial arts, and I wanted to get my black belt in something one day. And 11 years later, I got my black belt in jiu-jitsu, and the martial arts journey has been running ever since. So I love martial arts. I love the fight game and just everything around it. It's been awesome.
So are you whenever you're fighting or training, is he in your mind a lot to think about
before
that?
the fight, but not like I always kind of think about a little bit of something before each fight. I think about him a little bit. I carry a picture of him with me, so I look at that and just kind of say like a little prayer, like this is for you, and go out there and handle business.
Okay, so when are we going to see you in the octagon again?
Yeah, so unfortunately, we're in the hurt business. I've been dealing with an injury. I had a concussion actually before my last fight. I pushed through, I toughed it out, and I went through the whole training camp and ended up fighting pretty much still feeling symptoms, still feeling bad from the concussion. So it probably wasn't the smartest idea on my part, but I got the job done, and I'm moving on. But ever since then, I still don't feel 100% yet. I'm feeling a lot better, but with this head stuff, you got to take your time. You got to be patient, and there's no need to rush.
Well, that's not something to play around with, because we've all seen the concussion stories out on the news. So
I know
it's good that you're taking the time to recover.
Yeah. And it definitely is one of the hardest things I've had to do is just like force myself not to train and force myself to do other things, because like this is all I do. Like this is my lifestyle, and you don't really appreciate something until it gets taken from you. And it's like it's been really hard for me, but luckily I have a good support group with my team, and I get to come here for a week and hang out with and see Denver. I've never been to Colorado before.
You've never been to Colorado?
I just went to Canada. It's like, so I'm trying to do all these things while I have the time. I'm just trying to enjoy life right now and get some things done while I can.
Yeah, we'll definitely make it up to the mountains and see a lot of stuff while you're here. So, really quick, we always ask a fun question. They said ask blondes versus brunettes. You can answer that if you want, but I want to know what the craziest fan story you've ever had.
Craziest fan? Oh, yeah. I got a good one.
Okay.
I had a guy that constantly messaged me on Facebook, and he wanted to buy my sweaty clothes, like a shirt I just trained in. He would want to pay me to send him my sweaty shirt. And I remember one time I posted on Facebook, I was like, oh, it was raining. I was like, I hate walking in wet socks. I got a message right after, it was like, how much you want for those wet socks?
You just go,
I swear,
we can make some bank off of this.
And after that I was like, give me $10. Give me 10 for those socks. But yeah, you can definitely get some weirdos out there. Imagine all the girls now, with women's MMA. Imagine all the creepos are coming out. It's crazy.
Well, some of the girls I train with over at Grudge, I know, have gotten some interesting stories of their own. So it's,
Yeah, for sure.
Great. Well, is there anything you want to add before we wrap up, or?
No, follow me on all my cool social stuff. Holdsworth135 on Twitter and Instagram. I have a Vine, same account, and then you can Facebook. I have a personal page and a fan page, chrisholdsworthmma.com. Check me out. Follow me.
Awesome. Great. Chris, thank you.
Thank you.
Laura Kelley for Iconici MMA.
Don't leave me hanging.
Oh.